What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kev. Wait a minute. Y'all can't even see me. Wait, oh my goodness, dude. Hold on, give me a second. Whew, all right, that's better. Welcome back to Kevin82 TV, your positive culture channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the quarantine versus car culture. This is quarantine vlog number 2. If you guys watched the last one, dude, you guys know the subject we were talking about is me actually getting busted, getting a ticket in the 2014 Hyundai Genesis Coupe Batmobile 3.8 manual transmission. I forgot to say that in the last one because I got a lot of people asking me certain things or whatever that had to do with the whole exhaust setup or whatever, but I failed to mention that. I say it in a lot of other my videos, so you guys go ahead and check out the other videos. But we're gonna get to today's topic. Today we're gonna be talking about, like I said, car culture versus the quarantine, or quarantine versus car culture, however you want to say it. But anyways, yeah, so it's been real rough being stuck at home, a stay-at-home order or whatever. If you guys are watching this, if you're watching this 2-3 years from now, I'd say this. I'm gonna say it's on every single quarantine. It's year 2020, and things are real rough, man. Dude, things are really rough. But basically, I got a little small story I want to share first. Something it's not as funny as the last one or whatever. It's a little frustrating, to be honest with you. And also want to discuss 2 situations that just topics of discussion, whatever, involving car culture and basically the highway patrol, police department or whatever, and the type of things that they don't know about car culture, and I believe their assumptions. But anyways, go ahead and get on to the first story. The first story is the reason why I actually put the stock muffler on is not because of the ticket. The ticket was taken care of. I paid for it. It never, like I said, it wasn't a state ref. I never had to take it in to get it checked at like a place and get it signed off to get the ticket paid off. They just wanted the money from me. So I'm like, all right, so I got the ticket. I took care of the ticket and everything like that. But I put the stock catalog converters back on the car, and I kept the muffler delete. Now, with just the muffler delete and the stock cats, it's not too bad. You can kind of get away with it, you know. You kind of, you can baby it and everything like that, like I said in the last video. But you still can be kind of noticed, you know what I mean? And the one thing that kind of sucks about is the stay-at-home order. Like I said before, my job is actually essential, so I do have the okay to go to and from work for my 9 to 5 or whatever. The thing is, when I'm driving to work, it's me and like maybe 10 other cars on the freeway, and that's it, dude. So if I'm making any type of noise, unfortunately, like I said in the last video too, man, there's cops around, and I had to make a decision after this incident happened. After this incident happened, the day of the incident, I got home from work and I put the stock muffler back on. I actually went on Instagram Live. Shout out to all the homies that went on my live that day or whatever. But yeah, so basically what happened was, I'm gonna give you the first part. It'll be the first part. The second part, I'm gonna have to illustrate it because it's gonna be hard to explain what happened. All right, so I'm getting off the freeway or whatever, and I'm not like making it pop or anything like that, but it is making a little bit of noise. A downshift, little bubble, not a whole lot of like crazy stuff, whatever. So as I'm turning right, the light's green for me to turn right, and I look over to my left. Something tells me look over to my left, and there's a cop in one of the far right lanes, actually in the same lane that I'm in, that I'm turning in, the furthest right lane. So he's gonna be behind me once his light turns green, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta baby it. You know what I mean? I already knew off the bat. I was like, all right. So as soon as I got off, basically accelerated a little bit for a second, then actually put it in neutral. I put the car in neutral and coasted down this hill. And where I was getting off at is actually Milliken. You guys know there's a truck stop right there where I was getting off at, and so basically I had to get gas at the truck stop, and that was the whole reason for this. So I turned right, put it in neutral, coasting down the hill, and by this point, when I get halfway down the hill, the cop the light turns green and he speeds up and he's kind of closing in on me or whatever, and I'm like, oh, they about to try to get me for an exhaust ticket, whatever. So, same old. I'm like this. I'm not sweating it as much because I'm like, nah, they ain't get me this time. I'm gonna go up in here, get this gas. You know what I mean? So I coast. I go around that corner, I got to put it back in gear, so I put it in second, and the car's literally like bogging. I'm like super low, like 1500 RPM, like super low, dude. And the car's not that loud with just the muffler delete. But anyways, so I'm trying to take it easy. I come around the corner, and then I go to turns to the gas station, and I'm keeping my speed. I'm not gonna slow down and let the cop get close to me and try to hit me. I'm trying to get in that gas station as quick as possible, get the car turned off as fast as possible. That's what I'm trying to do. So I turn into the gas station, and the cop's behind me the whole time, and I go to pull into a gas pump. But this is the part that I'm gonna cut to an illustration of what happened. This is gonna be funny, man. I gotta have some fun with these vlogs, man. So we're gonna continue the rest of the story a little different way, and then after that we're gonna cut to a clip of the Instagram post that I put on my story where I was pissed, dude. I was pretty pissed. So you get to see the cop or whatever and what happened afterwards, and then we'll cut back to this part. So let's jump into it. All right, so here's the gas station. I'm gonna illustrate this for you guys, dude. So each one of your remotes represent a gas pump. So you know you have the main pump, and you have pumps on this side, pumps on this side, pumps on this side, that side. You know how it goes. So I roll in the Batmobile, of course. You know I had to do it, man. But yeah, so I roll in, and my gas tank is right here on the left hand side. So I pull in, and as the cop's behind me, the cop kind of pulls behind me and kind of parks like this out in the big open area. For you guys that don't know, this truck stop has a lot of open space for big rigs to pull into, whatever. So anybody that knows Milliken and the 10 freeway right across from Ontario Mills and all that stuff. Yeah, so he's the cop, or actually it's a female cop. It's out in this open area right here, just chilling behind me. And then I pull up around because this one is out of order. So when I went to go pull in, I realized it's out of order. So I pulled around like this. Bam, that's where I'm going to pump my gas, right? So the cop does this. Cop pulls right next to me like that. And it's a female cop with her window rolled down and her arm hanging out, like she's just like, oh yeah, I'll just wait. I'll wait. Like her whole thing was she was just going to literally wait for me so she can try to give me a ticket or something. And I'm like, come on, are you serious? So she's going to waste her time and her day to possibly get an exhaust ticket or maybe get me for my tinted windows or something. And I'm like, really? We're in the middle of a pandemic and that's how you feel? So at this point, I get out of the Batmobile. Yeah, that's right. So I open up the Batmobile, I get out, and I'm right here. And the cop is like right here. I can barely make eye contact with her because she's a little far forward. So I went to go pump my gas, and I'm frustrated. So I'm like, man, I'm going to record this. So I get back up in my car before I even go to pump my gas, before I even pay for anything. I get back up in my car to grab my cell phone. I turn around, she's gone. And I'm like, what the heck? So we're going to cut to the footage of me being frustrated after I grabbed my phone and I was starting to pump the gas or whatever, but I recorded it for Instagram. So check this clip out. Hey, y'all, trip on this, man. Dude, where'd that cop go? Dude, that cop straight followed me to the gas station, bro. Thank God I had to get gas, bro. These cops is tripping on me. He over there at the truck stop waiting for me to leave. This cop gonna pull up right next to me right here and wait for me at the gas station. Come on, dog, leave me alone. I can't even get gas without these cops harassing me, bro. This is ridiculous, man. I'm pissed, low key. Back there just chilling like they ain't doing nothing, man. Fool gonna try to follow me when I leave. Oh my. So yeah, as you can see in the video, I was pretty pissed, man. I'm gonna say it. I was mad, dude, because I wasn't trying to cause no trouble or anything like that. All I'm trying to do is get some gas and get to work on time. That's all, you know. And it's one of those things where I was late before with that ticket. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to be late again just because the cop wants to harass me because my car he kind of heard it, you know. I was babying it, dude. It was super low, you know. So that cop, you know, I don't know. It was funny because after that had happened, the gas station attendant, one of the guys I always talk to that works at the gas station, that truck stop, he came out or whatever, and he said that the cop had drove to the back of the truck stop. So by the time I pumped my gas and finished pumping it, I left. The cop wasn't even out front. I was afraid that the cop was gonna wait for me to leave and then like pop me, like maybe be on the curb outside of the truck stop or something, but the cop wasn't there or whatever. But part of me wanted to say something, but I knew that wouldn't be smart. That would not end it in my favor. Not at all, not at all. If I would have gave the cop a piece of my mind because you're harassing me, you know, I wanted to get the cop's badge number and, you know, be like, why are you blocking the gas stations? Because like I said in the part of the illustration, the cop was actually blocking the other gas pumps, you know, just to stare at me and try to intimidate me. And I'm like, I'm not a criminal, dude. I'm a hardworking man. I'm a hardworking American, dude. Like, come on, dude. Why are you harassing me? You know, but it's just it's the sign of the times with modified cars, man. They stick out like a sore thumb. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of these, there's a lot of cops out there that aren't able to go out and get the tickets. You know, they can't get their quota, man, because there's no cars on the road. So unfortunately, modified cars that make any type of noise, I don't know if they're gonna start busting up for tinted windows. I've heard certain stories of some of my friends, you know, they hit me up. I posted that and I had like 4 or 5 guys say the same thing. But the next subject that I want to talk to, I want to get into something that kind of frustrates me. There's a situation with TJ Hunt and his Supra. And I didn't get a chance to talk about this in the last video, but I want to bring it up now. I'm going to put the link to TJ Hunt's video right here. Go check that video out. But what I will do, and I'm going to cut to a clip of what he was being harassed, or, you know, check correction. Hold on. Let me start it correctly. So TJ Hunt was traveling down here through Ontario to get some, do like a photo shoot and something like that. It's literally like a 10-minute video of him explaining, or him actually driving and him vlogging while he's driving, and there was a cop that was like following him for like, I don't know, like blocks and blocks. I don't know how many blocks, dude, but the cop was following him for a long time. And he's walking, he's like, he's still there, he's still there. And the cop stuck next to him, and they finally the cop pulled him over. When the cop pulled him over, they made him get out of his car. You guys might have seen this on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. That's why I ended up watching the video. And I saw that he was in Ontario, and some of my homies out in Ontario was commenting, and I'm like, what? So I had to watch the vlog when it came out. But I guess apparently they made him get out the car. They started asking him things about, well, what's wrong with his fenders and what are those holes in? He's like, those are rivets. It's a wide body kid. They were asking him, why is his tire so wide? And he said that they were trying, it was almost like they were trying to get him to incriminate himself and say that he's a street racer or he's associated with street racing. But anybody knows anything about car culture, a car with those parts on it, you know, it's for show. It's definitely for show. But the cops don't know that. So they don't know how to differentiate, if that's a correct word. I'm not sure if I say it right. I don't know if they can separate the difference between a car that's a street racer or a car that's, you know, associated with street racing or a show car. They don't know the difference. Ontario PD does not know. And this little clip right here is what made me mad. So let me play it.
I actually called some of my other police officers that I'm friends with, and they said that they believe why I was treated the way that I was is in Ontario there's a pretty heavy street racing scene and gang affiliated scene with cars out there. That's what I'm told. So if that's true, I don't know, but that would make sense as to why they were asking me where I was from, why I was here, which I was like, I explained to them that I was there taking photos, and they were really curious to know why I was in this area if I'm from San Diego, which I guess kind of makes sense if you're talking about like gang affiliated like colors, I guess, and street racing. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe that's why that led to them asking some of those things, and I don't know. I can only guess at this point.
So yeah, that's right. As long as I've been living in Southern California, I've stayed in different cities, all in the area. I've lived in Ontario. I've lived in Upland, I've lived in, you know, all different cities, whatever. There was a time when I did live in Ontario and I knew about the street racing scene back in the day. And yeah, it was pretty bad. There was some really big busts back in the Fast and Furious days where everybody had little Ricer Hondas and all that type of stuff. But there was a street racing scene that was really big in Ontario back in the day, and there was some really big like Like they used to shut them down, and they would basically, I don't know if you guys know, dude, they used to detain spectators too. They would literally have busloads of people. True story. Look it up, dude. They literally were taking a gang of people, just to scare tactics, and they were throwing fines at spectators and crazy stuff that they still try to do now to this day. But it was pretty crazy in Ontario back in the day. But for them to say that it's related to, it's gang related or gang affiliate, whatever he said in the clip. Sorry, correct me. I'm really trying to understand where this cop is coming from. If that's a real thing, that basically gangs and car culture are one of the same. Like there's gangs, but I'm thinking what they really trying to do is put it in that category as a gang, so that it gives them more of a justified reason for shutting down a group of people, like car meets or whatever. So that's the bad thing. That's real bad, because a group of cars meeting in a parking lot for a car meet in Ontario is not a gang. Dude, the car club is not a gang, but I think that's what they want to do. They want to put it in the same category. That's the thing, is I don't want the car groups in Southern California, the car groups or car clubs or anything, to be considered gang meetings or affiliated with gangs, so that it gives the cops a justified reason for harassing us when it's just a bunch of car guys sitting in a parking lot. So that's one thing that kind of frustrates me. So comment down below if you guys know if that's true or not. Maybe you guys know, you have a friend or a relative that's a cop that knows there is some type of gang affiliated car clubs. I know of some car clubs that are some friends of mine that may look like it's a gang, because if you judge a book by its cover, then you may think that. But nah, man, that's whack, dude. That is, sorry, I don't understand that, dude. All right, so the last thing I want to discuss is a Facebook post I saw from a police department. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna put some pictures. I'm gonna be talking, but I'm gonna put some pictures up. So what you guys are seeing are some pictures, I guess, apparently that some highway patrol down in the PCH area, whatever, Pacific Coast Highway, if you guys don't know, what they've been putting on Facebook, or what they put on Facebook. And if you look at the pictures and the captions, man, they're making jokes about pulling people over, modified exhaust, all this type of stuff. Now, this is a topic that I want you guys to get involved with, man. I want you guys to comment below or hit me up on Instagram, and let's start a discussion. Do you guys agree with this? I know a lot of people might look at it first and think it's funny, ha ha ha, but at the second time you think about it, like, you know, like, is this appropriate for cops to be? Is this appropriate behavior for cops or highway patrol guys? Is this appropriate? You know, and to be honest with you, my answer is no, dude. I really don't think this is appropriate. Is it a little bit funny? Yeah, I'm sorry, but in all seriousness, dude, come on, dude. Like, how you gonna sit there and put people's cars on blast and all this type of stuff, dude, on social media, dude? It's like, I don't know, dude. That's not right, man. That's not mature behavior, dude. I don't know if they had somebody that works at the highway patrol place or the police department had someone's 17-year-old daughter help them work on their Facebook page or something, but it doesn't seem, these posts don't seem something that's mature, or, you know, something that a cop should be posting, you know, just, that's just not right, dude. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's like we cracking each other in the car community, everything like that. But, you know, like, that's different. That's us, dude. But a cop that's over here, you know, impounding cars, state reffing them, throwing these gigantic fines at you, and then sitting there gloating about it, it's almost like saying, yeah, we're gonna pick on you. You guys are a target, and you guys are making it easy for us, and all this type of stuff. I hate to be it's kind of a negative vlog. It's not really a whole lot of positivity, but I apologize. But I'm just being honest with you guys, and comment below, like I said, if you guys are experiencing any type of you know, cop harassment, if you're noticing a larger number of cops that are basically pulling over you and your friends with modified cars, anything from tinted windows to lower to modified exhaust or whatever. Let's start the discussion. Let's talk about it. Also, put where you're at, basically state, city, whatever, city, state, whatever. City's fine, like where you're at, so we can get an idea of how widespread this is, or is it just in Southern California? And I'm pretty sure, I know it's not, because I had a friend of mine in New Jersey tell me about something like that. But I did have another guy say, he was in another state, I forgot what state he was in, but he said that the cops don't care about it. Like, they hear modified exhaust, they don't care, dudes, whatever. So yeah, if you're dealing with the same thing, comment below and start a discussion about it. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I'm sorry it was a little negative, but is it something that we needed to talk about, something to discuss, man? A little discussion piece to bring up a little bit of knowledge for you guys that are out there that might not know. Maybe you've been staying at home for the last 2 weeks, not driving your car, and you're like, oh man, I want to pull the Jenny out the garage with my straight pipe and my, you know, my two-step. I'm gonna take it down to the block. I don't know if it's a good idea if y'all in Southern California, bro. Just let you know, man. You know what I mean? Just keep you got a radar detector, something, man. Keep it on you, man. Use Waze, the Waze app, WAZE. Look it up. Google Store. I think it's on the I think it might be on Apple too. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, look that up, dude. That will actually help you a little bit. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Like I said, if you guys have any topics or anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to comment below. Hit me up on Instagram, Kevlar82. And that's gonna be it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all of my uploads, what I'm going to be doing. Instagram is always going to keep you up to date with whatever's going on with the videos, whatever's going on with me. If anything happens to the Batmobile, God forbid. And that's it. But remember, as I say at the end of all of my videos, always see the glasses half full, not half empty. Stay blessed. Stay safe. It's your boy Kevin Smiley signing out. Kevlar82 TV. Peace.